Love and Mr. Reuter. Here they go.
Here they come. Will Reuter leading. Throw it as hard as he can. Will Reuter in an M52 Turbo. Both E36 chassis. Josh Love, of course, with a V8. Will Reuter throwing it down a lot harder
Stop
than he
the
has all
hate.
day.
Get a V8. Don't do that.
Will Reuter straightening out a little bit coming into the horseshoe. Will lagging behind a little bit. Trying his best. His car hasn't been performing just quite the way he wanted it to all day today, but he's still giving it his all.
For those of you who didn't hear me, after hours drift and impacted wraps are amazing. Please,
Will Reuter spinning
let's
out.
thank them together.
It's going to be a 0 for Will.
The entry cam. Woo! Got Ian McDougal and Zach Stein here.
Zach throwing down a solid lead run. Little SR car versus a V8 here. V8's just trailing him coming into the horseshoe.
Drift Colorado entry cam. Woo! Zach going a little shallow. Ian throwing it out towards the wall. Zach is pushing that little SR to keep up with that big torque monster up there.
Doing well into the Maji zone.
Ian touches a little dirt there.
Zach stays on him. Stays committed through the horseshoe.
Coming through the horseshoe. Oh, a little straightened by Zach at the end.
We have Dr. and Mr. Levi Waite versus Mr. Thomas.
Macaroni and cheese.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Levi throwing big angle, big smoke. Jesse getting caught up there. Both carrying a ton of speed through the horseshoe.
Jesse
He's
Thomas
not leading,
leading,
I'm
Levi
sorry.
Waite following. Hard entries. Jesse Thomas pulling away a little bit from Levi here, coming into the horseshoe. Dropping a little bit into the dirt. Here comes Austin Bartow. Dude, that thing cooks. Yeah.
Austin Bartow, very powerful E36.
This is
Followed by Brent Bennett.
Barton versus Bennett.
I mean, I really don't have a hard time keeping up with many guys, but I had a hard time keeping up with him. That thing is just so fast.
Well, from what I understand, he's over 700 horsepower.
Oh, well, that might do it.
Beautiful.
So much anger.
Austin falling back
That was
behind.
spectacular.
But will he catch up? That is the question. I don't think so. Oh my gosh.
Another tandem battle. Entry cam. Wes Moya entering hard as usual. Carrying a lot of angle behind that Subaru effort.
Mr. Moya really showing his experience here.
There we go. Here we go. Wes Moya leading.
Wes pulls away from the little Subaru BRZ there.
A lot of power A lot of power in that M-Spec performance boat car.
Although the follow car, Jonathan Warnate, it's actually his first year in tandem.
Doing very, very well.
Impacted racks Reagan here. What was that? Slava thinks we cut
This
him
is
off.
a
We
buy
didn't- we
run
didn't
by
cut-
the
There
Impacted
he is.
Wraps Ford Mustang. Mr. Chestnut has had some car troubles.
Redoing this
With
run
Mr.
as in this
Olsen
is their
leading.
first run.
Here we go.
Olsen leading as it should have. Here comes the entry cam.
Great initiation by Mr. Olsen.
Josh Love bobbles a little bit there on initiation. Seems to be having some trouble there on that wall.
Yeah.
Both drivers absolutely solid after the initiation through the S-turns, through the horseshoe. Josh Love getting pretty close to Joe Olsen coming out. All right, Joseph Olsen following Josh Love. Both drivers driving very hard into the S-turns. Getting a lot of smoke. The wind kind of downplays the smoke here today.
Beautiful finish by both drivers. Entry cam. Woo! Levi throws that late but full angle.
Trying to stay up on his door here. Through
This
the
is a
S's.
V8 versus a V8.
Levi four-wheel slides through that inner clip, through the Manji zone, trying to stay close. Ian's driving hard.
You can see the Mustang in the background, jealous.
He's mad.
And they finish it off. The one, the only. Slava.
Wow.
And there can be only one, Slava.
This
Slava's out
battle
here
is
on the
extremely
judging
intense.
on the judging tower here, on the judging picnic table watching these runs. So Ian following super close, transitioning
Wow.
with a lot of proximity through here on the horseshoe. That has to be one of the closest runs we've seen all day. Trevor leads, Brian Bennett coming in.
And we're back on that Drift Colorado. Entry cam.
Yeet!
There
Both-
are several Jay-Z's on the track.
There's actually 3 of them. 3 whole Jay-Z's.
Very
Slava
nice.
can't hear you. He can't count either. Slava's actually a robot.
Whoa! Brian coming in real close there.
Comes Brian in the entry.
Aggressive.
Hard entries. Trevor
Woo!
always driving hard through the S's. Following close. Trevor on the brakes just a tad. And that inside clip through the Manji zone. This
You can
is
see
where
it.
this is where the drivers really get close. Trevor throwing a lot of angle coming into the horseshoe.
Coming in, bringing in that proximity. Bananas. And finish it
Amazing
out.
job by
Gorgeous.
both drivers.
Beautiful run by both
We're gonna need to
drivers.
see it.
Wes
Moya versus Reagan.
Drift Colorado entry cam.
A little bit of a late entry
much
by that
power.
Impacted Wraps Mustang.
Working its way through this field.
Grip racing through here.
Oh.
That's going to be a 0 for both drivers there, I believe.
a small catastrophe.
The Impacted Wraps Mustang seems to be struggling just a tad here. Wes going off, of course. They're both going to finish their run strong.
And here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Confused there in the mix here.
Reagan with the dirt drop. Wes throwing tons of angle, tons of smoke,
Both
lots of
these
speed.
competitors really want this.
West super close
Good job,
outside the
Evan.
horseshoe towards the finish
Drivers.
line.
Here we go. Ian McDougall, Joseph Olson.
Ian, of course, leading here. Joseph with the tractor stack following.
Well, looks like the judges did not want them to go, so
Travis said hold the line here.
unfortunately, it looks like this run is not going to count.
It will not count, but they're still going to go for it.
They
Ian,
are
of
still
course, just
sending it.
still absolutely
My name's Jared Deanna.
going.
Send it.
Do that run.
Just kidding.
We're just burning off tires, you know, local boys.
Let's be real here, though. That was a gorgeous run by both
That
of
was
them.
beautiful. Hit him hard.
You got my message.
We have Joe versus Ian.
I don't know what happened.
Both drivers still.
Joe.
It's going in and out.
Feel like everybody's getting a little bit aggravated
some
here. We're
length.
going to go for it.
Shit.
Ian is trying to close in.
It's on.
Joe is
on.
not having that
We're good.
shit.
It's out of
It's fine.
And
control.
Yeah, Joe's not having that shit.
Joe with tons of speed. Entry cam.
Wow, Joe really wants it today.
Yeah, Joe's going to get it today,
Mr.
too.
Junkman
Both
tractor
guys
stack.
Really.
Sucking up close. Ian dragging the e-brake a little bit longer than Joe thought coming into the Manji section.
Their best. And that was definitely one of the better battles we've seen.
Trevor leading.
Here we go. Two hard, aggressive drivers, both driving in Pro-Am events.
Trevor's car a little less powered than Wes's, but it's just dialed in. He's been driving this car for years. Wes, of course, in kind of a new build here. Lots of power, but not quite the experience in the car. Doesn't matter, though. They are close on the door.
Wow.
Here we go.
Jesus.
What about him?
It's not my name, Slava. Wes leading hard. Trevor making a lot of smoke.
mistake
Almost
by Mr.
looping it,
Trevor
trying to stay in it. Maintaining a little bit of drift as much as you can. Just before the Manji section. If I wasn't mistaken, I'd say Wes would take this one.
I don't know what happened.
Both cars make a lot of noise.
Joe Olson leading. Ian McDougall here coming into the Manji section just before the horseshoe.
Wow.
Yeah, Ian fell back a little bit there. We'll see if he can make it up. It looks like he did, yeah. Look at that.
On
door
his
to door.
door.
Oh, man, there we go.
Beautiful. Ian leading. Driving hard. Joseph sticking it
right
on his
there,
door through the
yeah.
S's. Little bit of a long e-brake drag by Ian. Joseph still on his door, coming through the Manji section. Joseph pulling a little bit too much angle and spinning.
Oh, man. Oh,
Ian
that's such a
finishing
shame.
strong.
You never want to see that.
Consolation battle, Joseph Olson and Trevor
Here
Jamieson.
we go.
Here
This
we
is what
go.
everyone has been waiting for.
That is so true.
Number
Joseph
2
Olson
versus
leading,
number
Trevor
14.
Jamieson following.
Slava, we got to get him some headphones so he can hear us.
Winner is getting 3rd place.
Both drivers in it pretty well. Pretty textbook.
Joseph putting out some smoke into the Manji section.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Trevor honing in.
Lots of smoke from both drivers through the horseshoe.
Noise.
Yeah, you can barely see him.
All right,
here they go.
Here we go. Trevor Jamieson leading Joseph Olson. Trevor entering real hard. Joseph staying close.
Both drivers offline a little bit, but, you know, Joe mimicking pretty well. And look at Joe just trying to reel him in. Looks like it's going now. We'll see. Going into the horseshoe.
Trevor dirt drops just a little bit.
This is the one more time battle for third. Nice early entry by both guys. Trevor trying to lay on the pressure. Ooh, look at that. Oh no, oh no, what happened?
Trevor might have just broke.
Oh man, he shut down. That, oh man, you never want to see that. Ugh. Just changed his tires. He waited all that time.
It looks like something is.
Ian McDougall for the first place battle with Wes Moya following.
Yeah, this is important.
What the hell is going on?
Thanks, Slava.
So we got Ian leading West.
Wow.
And that is what's going on right now.
A lot of noise.
Oh man, West fell back big time.
Yeah.
Man, how about that? West and Ian, this is the finals.
Wes Moya leading. Wes making a good entry, tight line.
Very aggressive on that angle.
Ian straightening a little just before that inside clipping zone.